Hello, we will continue our session on milk products. Today we will discuss about curd or yogurt. In Sanskrit it is called as dadhi. So, this yogurt or curd, Rochanam Deepanam Rusham Balavardhanam, means this curd is very good food item which increases the taste of tongue and even appetite. And it is Vrusham, means it is actually it increases the strength of all tissues in our body, and Balavardhanam, power of endeavor is increased. But this is the food item which is Ushna. Generally people consider curd as a cooling substance, but curd is Ushna. And it is the only hot. Ushna means hot. But this is the product which is hot at the same time blocking the channels. So, it is called as Shofa, means the food substance which increases the edema in the body. So, the people who have edema in body, generally when it is eaten at evening, so it causes edema in peripheral tissues and whole body. That is why it has its role in our life. In fact, curd is the basis on which buttermilk is formed. So, curd is of two types. One is Dadhi Sar, Mandak Dadhi. Mandak Dadhi is half done curd. So, people generally culture the milk and within 4 hours they just take out the curd. That is called as half done curd, which increases all the doshas. That is not good for health. And the curd which is Jatak Dadhi. Jata Dadhi means it is completely, it is done. Curd is done within 6 to 8 hours in normal, subnormal temperature, curd is done. So, that curd is very good and it actually gives all the qualities which are mentioned above. Balyam, Vardhanam means it increases the strength and your all tissues are increased and your taste of tongue is increased. But there are certain contraindications for curd and indications for curd. So, first we will see indications. So, curd is generally used in diseases where there is stone, means mutra krucha, means when there is difficulty in passing urine, then curd is used. So, curd is mutral, means it is natural diuretic for kidneys. When stones are there, urinary stones, then if we use curd, the curd actually very easily smoothens the flow of the stone towards urinary bladder. So, natural diuretic and many other digestive system problems like dysentery, chronic ulcerative colitis, acute diarrhea and dandruff. Even dandruff we use this curd, but we generally do not prefer curd to eat. That time we apply curd on the local area where it removes the dandruff. And generally there is a condition, we call it as hyperacidity. People consider that hyperacidity, curd is very cooling and then I will eat curd and my acidity will go down. But this is exactly opposite. When you have hyperacidity and if you eat curd, that increases your hyperacidity. So, why? Because it is Ushna in nature and it is liquid and Ushna. It increases the quantity of acid at the same time heat of acid. So, the acidity is increased when you eat curd. And generally when the curd is eaten by these hyperacidic people, they have tendency to regurgitate the acid upwards, and when they are sleeping at night, that time this acid comes up and it just stuck into the throat, and as soon as it comes to throat, it touches, the acid is corrosive, it touches the mucosal skin of the throat and then it increases the inflammation there, redness there, and then people get throat irritation and then respiratory tract infection takes place. So, curd becomes the cause of respiratory tract infection and cold and cough. or even asthma. So, generally the diseases which are originated out of stomach means lack of or abnormal digestive fire, that time curd is not allowed, especially hyperacidic disorders, cold and cough and asthma. And this curd, dadhisar, dadhisar means the cream of curd. When we take milk and just culture the milk, and then next day when we churn that dadhi, there is a cream over the dadhi. That dadhisar, that cream of the curd is very strengthening to all the tissues. And dadhi manda, the water of curd, some translucent water is there of curd, and that water is very good for cleansing the systems of our, cleansing the channels of our system. So, generally we see in some cases where, yes, last day also we discussed that curd causes cold and cough and Shrikhand causes healing the cold and cough. The Shrikhand is made up of same curd. So, this dadhi manda, this water of the curd is actually drained away, and then the hard part or dry part which is remaining, so that part is mixed with the sugar or honey, and that makes Shrikhand, and that Shrikhand is actually healing to this cold and cough which is caused due to this curd. So, curd is this much versatile qualities curd has. Curd is very good and curd is very bad, both the things, but we have to know the contraindications and indications and use curd in our life. It is mangalyam, mangalyam means it is auspicious. When we touch curd early in the morning, then actually the positive energy around us and around the area is increased. So, generally we should take darshan, means we should see the curd and touch the curd early in the morning. So, curd is very good, and of course, curd is of 8 types, like milk is 8 types, different cow, buffalo, camel. Similarly, curd is also of 8 types, and best is cow curd, that is Kapila cow curd. Thank you.